Hey Capricorn, it's Empress Rose here. Welcome to your reading. General readings, take what works, leave what doesn't. If I don't catch your wavelength, or even if I do, go ahead and check your other major placements if you feel like it. We're going to be doing oracle readings, using the oracle decks over here on YouTube. And then if you want a more in-depth reading, we can head on over to Vimeo. We'll be doing a more traditional tarot spread over on Vimeo. So starting off with the crows, dear Capricorn. All right, so we're talking about a bond here, someone that either you want to be bonded to or that you are already bonded to. Obviously, we have a heart connection with someone. This has very much a romantic vibe to it, a romantic relationship vibe to it. I always want to say, like, this bond can also be something, some project, some passion project that has really caught your attention, or you're very committed to it. But there is a strong sense of this is about a relationship. So this is going to be a bit of a relationship reading, apparently, right off the bat here with bond, right? How can we see that any other way? But it could be possible. It could be something else. We'll see how it unfolds here. We're headed off into the unknown with these cards. So who knows what comes up. We've got risk, though. So you may need to take a risk in association with this bond. So the first thought I had was you're approaching someone that you would like to be bonded to, and that's going to be very risky. The second idea, another idea, is that a bond may require some risks to be taken in order to deepen it, to solidify it, but somehow this bond requires some sort of risk. And this, that's really interesting. The crows are not... they're separated a little bit, but they are, so that they're working together, but there is a risk, and one may need to take more of a risk than the other, right? So sometimes with our bonds and with our relationships, one person, it's a little bit more intense for them, or it's a little bit of a risky maneuver for them. You know, if things don't work out, they may not get, they may miss an opportunity, miss something like that. So there's a sense where risk needs to be taken. The risk may be greater for one entity than the other here. And yeah, we're talking about risk, and even forging and creating a bond is a risk, right? There's no safety. The quest, it's a double-edged sword. It could be very safe. It could be our safe home place, or it could be a dangerous situation or something that doesn't work out. It's always a risk to create a bond, to deepen a bond. It's not, oh my gosh, if there was ever a relationship reading, we have it right here. Oh my goodness. All right, what else we got here? Aha. Oh yeah, you're gonna have to take risk. I love this so far. What's coming out here? We have touched the sky. So this is dreaming and fantasizing about something, taking a little baby step, putting out feelers into the world, right? So she's back here, she's safe, but she's dreaming here about what it would be like to communicate something, what it would be like to do something. She's definitely maybe even sending out just a little, dipping a toe in the water to see what it is, right? Taking a little risk, or thinking about taking a much bigger risk. So this one has a very delicate process of sort of dreaming about what it would be like to communicate something, what it might be like to take this risk, and really thinking about it and wanting to do that, dreaming up a future, right? And so this is what made me laugh. This is the relationship card, not this is the healthiest relationship card. I mean, there's some really good relationship cards in this deck, actually. But this is a very healthy one. But the thing about this is that these two people are very different. They come from opposite worlds, from opposite lands. We have sky, thoughts, ideas. We have emotional, a little bit more messy. And here we have sort of this horizon line with the sky up here and the water down here. Now our fish can maybe jump out into the sky, and maybe we've got some birds, a kingfisher that can dive deep in here into the water. So they can visit each other's worlds and realms, but they don't live in there. In fact, they can't survive in the other person's world. They're both secure secure and confident in their world, but in no way are they saying you're wrong for not being of the sky, you're wrong for not being logical like I am, you're wrong for not being emotional. There's no blame here for the other being different, and that's part of the beauty of the relationship and why it works, is they're both very secure in who they are, very secure in their world and what they do in the life that they've set up for themselves. They're very secure in that, and part of that security allows them to approach someone who's completely different than they are and not criticize. The more secure you are, the less criticism you have for others in your life, the less you think everyone else is doing something wrong. You know, if someone's from the sky realm and you're from the water realm, well, I'm happy being a fish. I live down here. This is where I belong, and this is where I belong. So one of the things about this is a very secure attachment, and there's not a lot of criticism or difficulty. So this could be the relationship that you're dreaming about. So where these cards aren't making a guarantee that whatever relationship you're dreaming about and considering is the healthiest possible. It's not guaranteeing that, but there is a sense of wanting that and wanting to send out feelers, because there may be, and wanting to risk this. This person may be very opposite of you in a lot of ways. I mean, you wouldn't want anything else, really, would you? Because you already got yourself, you know, so you don't need another one of you. You can just be in a relationship with yourself if you want someone exactly like you. So this is someone very different, but there's an admiration and a respect for the differences between the two people. And this may be something that you're considering, something that you want. This could be someone very different. Like I said, someone has to make maybe a greater risk than someone else. And I love how we've got the water and the sky here. We've got this one down among the water and this one up among the sky. So there's someone taking more of a risk or entering someone else's world more than the other one is right now. So, but overall, both are very secure in who they are. They don't need to criticize the other person. They're admiring the differences, not, gawking at them in horror. Like, what? How are you? Bird, you like in the air, like the toxic air that kills a fish. What are you doing up there, right? So that's not what's going on. There's a deep respect. In fact, like, I don't know how you do what you do. I don't know how you do that. I can't do that, you know. This can also, I want to make this reading available to all. So this can also be a really good combination of the heart and the head, the heart and the head, the mind and the soul here. Being able to communicate very freely. Our mind can't do the work that the heart does, and the heart can't do the work that the mind does, right? So they got to cooperate, but they also got to respect each other's territory and not be like, oh, heart, you stupid idiot, you should be smarter than this, and oh, brain, you heartless spreadsheet, you should be more caring than this, right? This would be a really, really beautiful combination within a person as well. So, and then we have House of Flowers, something surprising popping out of the routine. Again, we have this really beautiful balance of the routine, the organized, the air, the spreadsheet. In the middle of the spreadsheet, boom, flowers, something very heart-filled and excited. This is like a sandwich. I don't like bread, and I can't eat bread anyway. So, two really bland things, and then here's all the really good stuff. There's a little sandwich here, a little life sandwich, and something really exciting in the middle. There is, like, look at this. We've got companions here supporting each other, but there is something really exciting coming into the mundane. This can also be just like companions working together, again, like something more organized and mundane, something more chaotic, exciting, and life-filled, and that combination of the two things. So coming into some sort of thing here. And then I've gotten a couple new decks lately, and I've struggled to connect with any of them, but this one was an instant connection. I'm so excited about it, and now I forget what it's called, but I'll put it in the comments. So, I mean, I hope this is its maiden voyage here on a reading, and we got too many. We're gonna put those ones back. These ones are in my hand. It's very cute. Okay, Honorable Horse, Freedom, Leadership, and Intuition, Swift beast dashing between the worlds, show me your daring and graceful ways. So we've got some risk here, daring. And I'd also say leadership, and then some intuition here. This can often look like intuition busting out and giving some sort of clear instruction into our routine. That it's time to break with routine. It's time to break and take a risk and break with routine. So we have calm chameleon, versatility, camouflage, and agility. So the chameleon, camouflage and agility. Interesting. Don't really, okay. Camouflage and agility, we'll see how that comes into play. Hummingbird, swiftness, excitement, cheerfulness. Okay, yeah. Swiftness, excitement, cheerfulness coming in here with the hummingbird. Oh, look at these two birds over here, these thought birds. These are representing communication that isn't offered necessarily, or thoughts and ideas that aren't really being offered but are maintained here. And then these ones represent what if we let that fly? What if we let that free? So what if we let that free here? And we have freedom with the horse, and leadership, I think, is about taking that risk. Intuition is clear in this house of flowers. Hasting hummingbird, excitement, swiftness, and cheerfulness. So maybe when you do make a move, make it fast. Make it be, when you see your opportunity, be quick about it. Don't delay. Be a little quick about that. And the chameleon. Maybe this is about visiting the other's world and, being secure enough to the chameleon adapts, so he doesn't become the world around him. He just visits it and allows himself to adapt to someone else's world for a moment. All right. Okay. Aha. Oh, yes. Okay, I like this. Trust the niggle. What is the niggling feeling trying to tell you? And I like it because we already have intuition showing up here. We already have that. There's something, you're going to know what to do when the time comes, or you're going to get an intuitive hit about when it's time to communicate and when it's time to make your move, right? Because we can see that with this risk card. We can see that these waves come in, and if you're clever, you can take an opportunity to get what you want in between the two waves. So looking for that opportunity, right? That opportunity, that opening in the routine. We could call this in between the two waves. There's this ability to make a movement. So I'd say strategic movement, intuiting when the time is right to make the move. So what is a niggling feeling trying to tell you? Well, it's trying to tell you possibly to take a risk, but it's a calculated risk here. It's right, this bird just didn't jump into any old waves. They probably watched how the waves were coming and made a movement there. It is a risk, but I feel like there's a calculated risk here. And that's what this looks like to me, a calculated risk, right? Something popping out in the spreadsheet. So we're still taking a risk, but we're also paying attention to sort of the spreadsheet and the calculations. And communication is key. Yes, we have gotten that. Communication is key. So yeah, this dream about communicating. So if that was useful and informative for you, join me over on Vimeo. If not, I'll just see you guys in a while.